Welcome back, everybody, to the Deep Dive, where we take songs and, kind of dissect them and figure out what makes them tick. And today we're diving deep into Breathe, the latest release from Stay for Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I love this one.
It's fantastic. Big thanks to Dulaxi for sponsoring this deep dive. We really appreciate it. So Stay for Tomorrow, for anybody who doesn't know, they're a Scottish band. They've been making waves in the alt-rock scene since 2018, I believe. They're known for this kind of blend of energetic riffs and, powerful vocals.
Yes, very much in the vein of like Biffy Clyro, Foo Fighters, that kind of arena rock, but with a little bit more of a modern edge.
Yeah, a little bit poppier, I guess you could say, in parts. But Breathe is something else. I mean, you think of Kings and Queens, which really put them on the map back in 2019. Everybody was, headbanging to that.
It was such a hit.
It was huge. But this is a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, it's like they've tapped into this a new level of emotional depth or something.
Absolutely. And I think it's really interesting because they've taken all that raw energy that we know and love from Stay for Tomorrow, and they've channeled it into something that feels really introspective, almost a little bit fragile. You can hear it right from the opening. It's gentle acoustic guitar. There's some really delicate piano melodies. And even Joe McFarlane's vocals are so soft, almost hushed.
Right. Like they're inviting you into this really personal space.
Very intimate.
And the first line, breathe, just breathe. You don't have to make it all make sense, It just hits you right there.
Yeah, it's a very comforting lyric, and I think it really sets the tone for the whole song. It's about finding strength amidst uncertainty.
And the music does the same thing. It starts so delicately, almost like a whisper.
Yeah.
And then it just gradually builds and builds.
Yeah.
Like a storm's coming.
It's like a slow burn.
Yeah.
And then around the 2-minute and 33-second mark, things shift. You get the orchestral elements that come in. Sean Priestley's drumming gets way more prominent, and it becomes this big anthem.
It's incredible how they do that, though. Like they build up that intensity, that power, but without losing that vulnerability.
Right. It's this really delicate balance.
Yeah.
But they blend those contrasting elements so seamlessly.
So I also love the choir in the latter half.
Oh, yes. So unexpected.
That's so effective.
What do you think they were going for there?
I think it adds another layer of depth to the themes of hope and resilience. Like it's a collective voice rising up to offer strength and support.
It's like they're saying you're not alone.
Yeah. And that resonates so deeply, especially, in a world that can feel so chaotic and unpredictable at times.
Well, let's get into the lyrics.
Right.
They're really beautifully written. They capture that vulnerability and that strength. They've moved away from the more personal narratives of their earlier work. I feel like with this one, it's much more universal.
For sure. It's about finding the courage to keep going, even when things feel really overwhelming.
And the way they tie it back to breathing, that primal act of, life and resilience, it's just brilliant. Yeah, it's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always a reason to keep breathing, to keep moving forward.
It's such a powerful message. This song invites you to just take a deep breath. Find your center. Remember that you have the strength to overcome anything.
And the fact that they chose to explore these themes through such a departure from their usual sound speaks volumes about their artistic evolution, I think.
It's a bold move, but it paid off.
Yeah.
I mean, Breathe is more than just a song at this point. It's an experience.
Yeah. You go on a sonic journey with this one. You go through a whole range of emotions, but you're left feeling uplifted and empowered.
And now we're left wondering, what does this shift in direction mean for us, for tomorrow's future? What other sounds are they going to explore?
It really makes you wonder, where could they possibly go from here? They've proven they're not afraid to experiment.
Yeah, they really pushed their boundaries with this one.
It makes you think about, their creative process, How does a band like Stay for Tomorrow decide to take such a leap?
Right. Is it a conscious decision? Or does it just kind of happen organically?
Probably a bit of both, I imagine. There's that natural progression for any artist. They want to explore new things. But there's also a deliberate choice involved at some point, to embrace the unknown.
And with Breathe, it really seems like that leap of faith paid off. I mean, it's more than just the music. It's the message too, right?
Absolutely. It's the emotions that it evokes.
You connect with something deeper.
But it's like this primal need for hope and comfort that we all have, in a world that can feel so overwhelming.
And they've made it accessible too.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the song just on a surface level. But if you really listen to the lyrics, there's so much more there.
Oh yeah, layers of meaning that resonate on a much deeper level.
So powerful. It's both personal and universal at the same time.
We're all in this together.
Facing these challenges, searching for meaning in all this chaos.
Yeah, and Breathe Gives you a moment of respite, a chance to pause and reflect and find that strength to keep going.
Yeah, to just breathe. No, it's a testament to the power of music, how it connects us, inspires us.
Reminds us that we're not alone.
It really makes you wonder what other stories are out there waiting to be told through music. What other emotions can be explored? What boundaries can be pushed?
I mean, that's the beauty of art, right? It's constantly evolving, challenging us to think differently, to feel more.
And thanks to bands like Stay for Tomorrow, we get to be a part of that journey.
Breathe is a reminder that even in chaos, there's still beauty, there's still hope.
And sometimes all it takes is just remembering to breathe.
To let go, trust in yourself.
That's a powerful message.
Stay for Tomorrow did such a beautiful job with this one.
And speaking of Hera, we have to thank Dulaxi for sponsoring this deep dive.
Yes, they're amazing.
They make it possible for us to have these conversations.
Absolutely.
So what are your final thoughts on Breathe? What really resonated with you?
For me, I think it's that blend of vulnerability and strength. They're not afraid to be fragile.
It's inspiring to see that, especially from a band that we know for, their rock anthems.
Definitely shows a real depth of artistry.
It makes you wonder what they'll do next.
Yeah.
If this is any indication, I think they're just getting started.
I think we're going to be hearing a lot more from Stay for Tomorrow.
And that's what makes the deep dive so great. It's not just about analyzing a song. It's about exploring the ideas, the emotions, the conversations that come from it.
It's about going deeper and sharing that with everyone.
Well, we've come to the end of our deep dive into Breathe. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been great having you on to break down this song.
It's amazing, how much there is to unpack with just one song.
And before we go, I want to say another big thank you to Dulaxi for sponsoring this deep dive. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate the support.
Couldn't do it without them.
So to all of you listening out there, we hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for Breathe. It's more than just a song. It's about resilience, hope. It's about connecting with each other through these shared human experiences.
Remember to breathe, let go, and trust yourself. We talked about that earlier. That's a big one.
It is. And maybe Breathe will inspire you to go out and find more music. Uncover some more hidden gems like this one. Discover your own interpretations of the stories behind them. But until next time, keep diving deep.